Oh, it's Stank Finger.
Now, we can't all have 100% great experiences while we're on the prowl for things and or experiences. I certainly haven't, but this little nugget I just remembered out of the blue the other day. Well, let me tell you about this one time me and an ex went to eat at old Chuck E. Cheese's.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we probably should have put this one in our worst restaurant experiences.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I didn't remember it at the time until recently. Mainly because I tend to block out this period with this ex. Not because she was horrible, but because she was horrible.
All right.
Not in that way where you're like, man, I wish I never dated her. But in that way where you're like, man, phew, she was a stinker.
Please
literally at times.
Please continue.
Yeah, let's not. But yeah, she had a weird taste, man. Like
She tasted weird.
She definitely had a tangy aftertaste.
Oh,
It was
man.
not good. Again, she was a stinker literally at times. No, but she had weird taste in things in general. You know, she was a kooky girl. You remember her.
Yeah.
She was a strange girl for sure. But what annoyed me was that her taste in restaurants was rather infantile. Now, I'm not one to distinguish one from the other. As long as it's some sort of food and as long as it's in the general shape of a trough that it's placed in, I'll, furrow through it with my snout. But
Yeah, I've seen you go into urine troughs. It's not good.
yeah, there's not even food in there. I just fucking drink the piss.
You find the solids. It's not food. It's bad.
Oh man, solids.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, but she tended to gravitate towards fast food restaurants and most
Wiener
of all,
schnitzels.
yeah, Wiener Schnitzel. Who the fuck goes to Wiener Schnitzel, man?
Yeah, I'm very. I don't understand how Wiener Schnitzel is still a thing.
I don't get it. But anyway, whatever. Wiener Schnitzel's still a thing, and she was like apparently one of the most loyal, supporting patrons ever because it's still around. But another restaurant she used to want to always go to was Chuck E. Cheese's. Now, at that point, I had never gone to a Chuck E. Cheese. I was a boring kid in terms of activities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We didn't have birthdays as a kid. We didn't have fucking Christmas or Halloween. I was just a fucking fat lard sitting in there reading books,
Yeah.
watching movies on occasion.
Stroking his little dingling.
Stroking my little dingling once I discovered that activity. That's about it. But yeah, so I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese's, but I knew one thing. It's for kids, generally speaking. Families at best when they take their kids.
Or
obviously.
mice. I hear it's a pretty good mouse place.
It's just the rat infestation problem.
It's not good.
But yeah, man, whatever. I was like, yeah, when you're with a chick, sometimes you just go with the flow. Decide to accommodate them and hope that they do the same for you. Hint, they don't half the time. And since they hold that pussy over you like the sword of Damocles, you're like, fuck, I guess I'm not doing that anymore. Or conversely, I'm doing this awful thing. Anyway, whatever.
This is the Ahab being bitter.
Bitter about relationships edition. The point is, I decided to go, fuck it, whatever, right? And so we go into this place, man. And I don't know if all Chuck E. Cheese's are set up like this, but we go in and there's like a fucking maitre d' and shit, where will you be sitting today? What the fuck? This is Chuck E. Cheese, man. It's literally empty at this moment. It was like 2 in the fucking morning 2 in the day with, like maybe like 3 families in there. Small families. And it's a big spot. I'm like, anywhere, it doesn't matter, does it? But the guy's like insistent. They're like, where? And I'm like, I fucking know right there, man. So he takes us to this fucking, little booth. And I slide my girth in there and whatever. And she does the ordering because she's been there before and I don't know what the fuck. Whatever. Point's like, the guy's like, all right, we'll be out in like 20 minutes. I'm like, God damn, 20 minutes? What kind of fast food joint is this?
Yeah, I could slaughter mice and make a pizza in the time
Definitely.
it's taking.
The mice could ratatouille up a pizza better than this fucking shit.
It's a good
20
point.
minutes.
With
Anyway.
freaking Ben playing in the background.
Yeah. The point is, they could at the very least cut down 5 minutes from that. Whatever, I don't care. I'm sitting there and I'm realizing one thing, and I hope it's the cheese. It smells like fucking feet in this bitch.
Oh, man.
I'm talking like fucking
Patas.
patas, man. It smells like fucking feet, bro.
Straight up hooves.
Yeah, like straight up, like, and you know how Parmesan is very foot-like?
Yeah.
This was beating that Parmesan. I'm talking like rancid feet, man.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the ground and it has carpeting, and I'm like, that's not good for a kid's joint. Carpeting?
Yeah,
Whatever.
It's definitely has some fungus in there.
It definitely was growing something. And the point is, eventually you get used to smell, so whatever. The thing went away. What didn't go away was the incessant prattle of 1,000 children There was only 3 families in there, but they had about 10 grillion kids combined. Shit. And here's the worst part. Again, I don't know if this is the case in all Chuck E. Cheese's or if it was once and now is. I don't know. I've never been back.
According to when I used to watch PBS, it was.
Okay. So if this is the case, then people will understand if they've been there before. There was a television screen at the table.
Yeah.
You know? And it was a flat screen, I got to point out. This was the early 2000s when flat screens weren't even common.
That baby was expensive.
Shit, what the fuck? Anyway, and this wasn't showing like some cool little entertainment, some little cartoons for the kids or something. Oh, no.
Incredibles or something.
Or the Incredibles. No, it wasn't showing anything cool. What it was showing you was a live feed from the play area.
Yeah.
Where the kids are at. And not just the general play area. Oh, no. There was this one place where the kids could go and act like fools in front of a camera so that this footage would get shown on the tables. And they knew that that's what was going on. Yeah. So they were acting fools 24/7. And you know what they were doing, man? They were grabbing pizza, chewing it, going up to the camera and opening their mouths, showing you the chewed up mess in their stankin' maws.
Damn.
And this is what's being fed to me, literally, through this fucking television camera at my table.
Yeah,
I'm disgusted.
It's horrid.
I want to punch these kids in the friggin' face.
I would have punched a couple kids.
I'm at all. And I go and ask her, is this like a thing that happens? Did the kids do this? And she's like, oh, that's not even that bad. What the fuck, man? What else could they do? Engage in intercourse? What the hell?
I just want to say one time, went to, I think, Peter Piper for some school trip, and a kid took a shit in the freaking pipes, the slide pipes, and people were literally sliding into the feces and dragging it. So I'm assuming she was thinking of something feast related. I
hope so. I will say that she eventually became a teacher, so she's probably experienced worse now.
Yeah.
And she has kids of her own, so she's definitely seen chewed up food and feces. But the point is, I'm not, and I don't want to see that while I'm fucking eating.
Yeah.
Anyway, the fucking food gets there, and the pizza stinks, man. It reeks, literally and figuratively. It just fucking reeks. Smells like shit. It doesn't smell like cheese. It doesn't smell like tomato sauce. It just smells like something has gone awry. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Not everything smells great. Yeah. It tastes great. So I give it a taste, and guess what it tastes like? Nothing.
Oh, man.
Nothing. You know when you get a plain cheese pizza, but the cheese is cheap?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Shit.
Only with less flavor, if that's possible. Long story short.
I wonder if that's the norm or if it was just that place.
I hope it's just that place, because my one experience at Chuck E. Cheese fucking licked. But kids are kids. They're going to be kids. They can act like stupid morons and they get away with it because that's how it works. You get a pass if you're a kid, mostly. Unless you're that weirdo kid that, killed that other kid and said Slender Man made her do it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you don't get a pass then. But other than that, you pretty much get a pass. It was weird, right?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I wasn't the only one that thought was like, what? That's coming from me. But anyway, the point is.
This music, story times, all kinds of shit for you. Anything goes inside and out, don't cup of corpulent juice. This music, story times, all kinds of shit for you.